Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's been a really long time. Feels strange. But yeah, today we have loads of things planned. Loads of fun activities, and James planned a surprise today.
Yeah, so obviously as Ramona said, we haven't had any videos up in 2026 so far, so this is our first video of the new year, and we hope everybody's been keeping well and had a really nice new year, and we hope that January's went well for you. And yeah, so today we're going to go up to the north coast of Northern Ireland. I have bought something new for my fishing boat, so we decided to make a bit of a trip out of it, and we've booked a night in a hotel up that direction as well. So we're going to take you around and show you what it's like up around the north coast of Northern Ireland, particularly in an area called Portrush and Causeway in sort of that area.
Here we go, special trip. Guys, this is a little town in Northern Ireland. This is what small towns in Northern Ireland look like. You'll always have a chipper somewhere, a chippy, as James would call it, so some kind of a takeaway where you can buy fish and chips and Chinese food and all that kind of stuff. Stewartstown.
Yep.
So finally, an hour and 43 minutes later, here we are. Is this Portrush town?
Yeah, we're just coming into Portrush now. It's called Morelli's.
Yeah. There's a place here and it's called Morelli's, and they do all these like scooped ice creams, and they have this flavor, not Parma ham, Parma Violet. You know those little sweets, Parma Violet?
Little purple ones.
Yeah, so it's flavored like that, and I've only ever seen it here, so it's super special. And then they have lots of flavors. They have like 20 plus, I would say, flavors or something like that. So yeah, it's really interesting. But yeah, maybe they're open. We can go down and have one just for for old time's sake. Very modern houses around here. You see like a lot of houses that are built really nicely and have like glazed balconies and stuff. Some are just old and normal, but some of them are really, really nice, really stylish. Yeah, look, there's the sea, there's the beach.
There's the ice cream man. Look, I don't know if he'll be selling much today. It's pretty cold.
Mr.
He's trying
Softy.
his best.
Sometimes it's Mr. Scoopy, other times it's Mr. Softy. So here we are. There's the beach over on the far side. There's James wrapping up well.
Yeah. So guys, we're just going for a little dander down to the beach. Ramona has to take some photography, some stuff for her photography course. So as you can see guys, it's quite windy here. Hopefully you're not hearing too much wind noise, but we apologise if you do. The sand is sort of a nice golden coloured sand. It's not white sand like you would have seen down in Galway when we were on our last trip, but it's a lovely clean beach, and it stretches for miles and miles and miles that way. As you can see, there's lots of people out, but it looks like there's no one because they're so spread out. But yeah, it's lovely soft sand. The other thing is, the water temperature never gets too warm here, unfortunately, so it's never great for swimming, but you just have to get on with it and endure the cold. I grew up coming here as a child in the summertime for my summer holidays with my mum and dad and sometimes a friend, and we would have came to this beach and we would have went fishing and we would have played down here. So yeah, you are getting to experience a bit of my childhood here. Okay guys, that's the photography shoot done now. We're just taking a little dander along the beach here. Some people are out swimming.
You know, I think it's very popular in Ireland, like winter sea swimming, because it's supposed to be very good for your health.
Yeah, cold water plunging is supposed to be really good. It's obviously common all over the world, but we have cold seas here, so it's more accessible for people to jump in the ocean here or into a lake or a river and go for a little swim. Here's the rolling Atlantic. Many a summer day I spent here as a child running around this beach. There was actually a funny story one time. My mum and dad bought me a little inflatable boat, and I decided I was going to go out into the ocean, literally right here where I am now, right there. And of course, me being me, went out. First big wave came, flipped the boat. I swallowed half the Atlantic Ocean down into my stomach and basically never went back in the sea for a while after that. And that was the end of the boat. I felt sick most of the day, swallowing all the salt water. But yeah, it was a lesson. Be careful in the ocean.
You know more. This is the Arcadia, James says. Well,
Yeah. Well,
what is it?
That's what it is. It's an old building.
But what was in it? Is it just a cafe or?
There's an art gallery in it, and there's a cafe in it as well. But it's one of the old buildings that have been here for a long, long time. It's kind of like one of the buildings that a place is known for, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah. And look how nice it is. It's kind of like on this.
it's perched on the rocks.
Yeah,
right
perched
on
on
the
the
edge.
rocks, and then you have these steps here.
Yeah.
And look how beautiful it is. Have the sea here. I mean, if there ever was a cafe with a view, this is it. And it looks like over there might have been old steps.
Yeah, old steps up there.
Yeah.
Forget about your whiskey on the rocks. Coffee on the rocks.
This is a restaurant me and James went to before, and it overlooks the sea. So the building itself is all like glazed, nice. So you get the advantage of the view.
Nice architecture here, but the thing is, a lot of the buildings start to get shabby very quickly because the harsh weather. You know, you've got the salt and sea spray coming in, and it just, as you can see on the Arcadia there, it's all the downpipes, all the spoutings, they're all rusted, and the rust is running down the wall. It's just the salt spray ruins everything.
Guys, here it is. We didn't know if it would be open, but it is. Here we go.
You got your ice cream, but it wasn't the one you wanted.
There was no Parma Violet. They only save all those flavors for summertime, so it was very disappointing.
Oh well, you still got ice cream.
Yeah.
Look, put all your the
Like a kid
arcade.
again?
You're a big kid in the arcade.
Have a dance mat today?
Dance mat? No, and I wouldn't be on it if they did. All sorts of stuff. Look what's happening here. Dancing competition. So we're just making our way back to the car now. We had a wee look around the shops, and we didn't bother filming everything because we just were looking around different little shops at what they had on offer, and we went into the amusements for a bit and had a bit of fun in there. You'll have seen Ramona on the dance mat. So we're just heading back to the car now. The sun's decided to poke itself out, so we're going to go check into our hotel, and that's in a place called Causeway. Way, sun has made an appearance. Sun has made an appearance at the beach. Somebody's been riding the horse. Perfect place for it because it stretches, as I said earlier, for miles on up that direction. But yeah, you can see our shadows. The sun's just behind us.
Oh, here's our little room. It's almost kind of like vintage stuff. This is our little view out the window. Kind of just fields in the car park. Yeah. It's nice. Bubble bath later, maybe? Who knows? We'll see. Right, James has something very important to tell you.
Yeah, it's very important. We're going for fish and chips, and that is very important. But yeah,
I had the camera in the pocket, and James was like, "Get the camera out. I need to say something." So I don't know. I'm just as curious.
yeah. Well, we're going to a place that used to be called Finn's Fryer whenever I was growing up, and I used to love getting fish and chips from there. But now it's one of the Checkers chip shop sort of chain of chip shops. They own it now, so hopefully it's still open. We're going to go down there now and try and get some fish and chips. And now that Ramona can have gluten again, she's going to be able to enjoy a good fish and chip, hopefully.
Here's a chippy. Fish and chips. Checkers.
You can see the ocean if you look at that. Right, on the cliffs in the ocean.
In the distance here. Here it is. Yummy, yummy.
Fish and chips. Fish and chips by the sea. Look at that. Look at
With
the
a
waves.
view.
The waves of the Atlantic crashing in.
So guys, here we are. We're just taking a little chill in the kind of reception area. So we're just here by the fire. I'm just enjoying it. We went to the spa, that's why my hair is a bit wet. And it was alright, but it's a bit noisy and they let kids in, which is kind of unusual in a spa, but yeah.
I got the zero beer. Don't drink alcohol anymore, so.
Yeah. Here we are. First thing in the morning. What time is it?
9.
9. Okay, yeah. It's not that bad. So we're just going down for breakfast now. And then we're gonna maybe have another little snoop around and then we'll make our way home. We're just in Bushmilk now. It's where the whiskey comes from.
So,
the whiskey distillery.
Yeah, Bushmills is a small village in Northern Ireland, and it's where the oldest licensed whiskey distillery in the world is. So Bushmills Distillery is apparently the oldest licensed whiskey distillery in the world. So I don't know if you're into that type of thing. Interesting fact for you, but yeah, it's just a small little village on the north coast here, and it's just quite nice.
We have a special activity today. We're going to the rope bridge.
We're just here now at the Carrick-a-rede rope bridge. It's about 30 metres high above the sea, and it stretches between the mainland and a little island, and I think the little island was used by fishermen possibly, so that's where the bridge originated. And now it's owned and run by the National Trust, so you pay in, I think it's about £14 per adult to cross the bridge, and it's about a 1 kilometre walk down to it from the car park. So we're just on our way over now to the ticket office. We're a bit early, so we might not get to go down yet, but we're going to see if we can. Ramona's going to try and get some pictures. It's really nice here, as you can see. So that's us through, guys. They were nice and they actually let us go through early. We were more than half an hour early, and our time slot didn't begin till 11. We're here at 10:30, and they weren't too worried. They just said, go on ahead. That's pretty much the Northern Irish attitude a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So we're just making our way along here now. It looks like there's some sort of a viewing telescope here actually, where you can see the rope bridge from. It's just coming into view more now. Here we go, guys. This is the beginning of all the steps. Here we go, guys. Look how steep this is on the way down. Ramona's holding on for dear life here. We're gonna have to do a pantaloon check on the way back. Somebody might have pooped the pantaloons. Here we go, here's the infamous bridge. And here's what's on either side of it. Oh. Hold on to the camera super tight. Oh, they say don't look down, they say don't look down, but I'm looking down. Ramona's looking straight ahead. She's already over the far side. She's too scared. Here we go, halfway across. A long way down. There's not much between you and the ocean. To be honest, it is a bit scary. But I'm gonna go on across and stop filming now. Whew. So that's us on the island now. To be fair, we were both getting a wee bit tight there because it was pretty windy when we were coming across, but it's good. It's not too bad. So from my memory, there should be a little house or something down here. Yep. There's you can just see the chimney of it. It was like an old fisherman's cottage. They would have been catching salmon. As far as I know, salmon and other sea fish along this bay, and the fishermen would have been down there in that little bothy, and they probably would have lived there, I'm not sure, or else maybe just came there to fish for a period of time and went back home. So that's the fisherman's cottage. You're not allowed down here, evidently. I would say it's probably in a bit of a state of disrepair now, but you can see it has a little slate roof on it and probably stone construction, I'd imagine, with a bit of a lime render. They would have went down these steps every day probably and went down there and done their wee bit of fishing. Probably brought the net out with a boat and set the net, and then I'd imagine probably winched it back in using the winch at the end. A method of fishing that we don't see too often now. So guys, I'm talking a bit louder because it's really windy. This is as high up as we can go. This bit is closed off, it says, for your own safety and to protect the birds and nature. Okay guys, this is a better view of the bridge. Well, in true Northern Irish fashion, on the way back to the car, it started to rain. That's something you need to always be prepared for here.
I think it's home time.
Back in the car, Ramona's freaking out. She doesn't want to go anywhere else because it's too wet. But I'm not that boring. We're going somewhere else, whether you like it or not.
Where?
Because we have to show everybody how great it is here. Here's our certificate to say that we crossed the bridge, look. We've just come to another beach called White Park Bay. It's just a few miles from the Carrick-a-rede rope bridge, and we're just walking down to it now. Ramona's away flying in front of me here. Oh, here we go. Ramona's bringing me down all these steps again, a million steps. Things we do for you guys. This is really picturesque here. We took some photos. This little bench here, just out overlooking this little old building and overlooking the beach. It's lovely. So guys, we've made it down to this beach. It's lovely. There's like a stream coming out here and it's just filled with all of these lovely rounded pebbles, really white, lots of different strange colours, and it just runs out into the sea here. This is called White Park Bay, I think, or White Park Bay, I think. And the beach is lovely here. The sand looks dark here because it's kind of damper, but over there it's nice and gold, and it's a really big stretch of a beach again. We're right up at the waves now, and we're nearly getting wet toes, so we're not going to go any further. So as we close out this week's video, we leave you with the stunning views of Dunluce Castle, which sits atop the cliff looking over the Atlantic Ocean. And we hope you've enjoyed this week's video and our trip to the north coast of Northern Ireland, and we hope it might have even inspired you to visit someday. So do leave a comment and don't forget to like if you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to seeing you all again soon.